Hello everyone and welcome to the Perfrunners. So in this video I'm going to explain you how Jmeter works. So as you all know that the Jmeter is a performance testing tool which is used to do the performance testing of an application wherein we can put the load of thousands of concurrent users on the application. So in this video I'm going to explain you how actually Jmeter works using a diagram. So let's say I want to do a performance testing of an application called Amazon. Okay. So for that, there are basically two steps in order to create the script. The step one is to record the script, and step two is to enhance the script. Okay, wherein we do the correlation, parameterization, and all those things. Okay, so so Amazon is a client server application. So we have a client which is our local machine, our local computer system, and we have a server which is Amazon server. Okay, so I will just name this as a client and I will name this as a server. Okay, so when we record the script, Jmeter actually sits between client and server. So Jmeter is this is nothing but our Jmeter. So I will just type it as a Jmeter. Okay, so whenever a request go from client to server, Jmeter record that request. So let's say this is the request one, which is www.amazon.in. So that request is going from client to server. Okay. So JMeter, since it is going through the JMeter, JMeter will record that request. Okay. And the response, the server will process that request and it will send response back to the client. So the JMeter will now again record that response as well, like what was the recorded response. So those things will be stored in the JMeter recorded script. Again, let's say we have already launched the application using www.amazon.in. Now we want to search something in our application. So we'll do, let's say we are searching for a phone. So we'll search for a phone. Then that second request will again go to the server. Server will again process that request and it will send the response back to the client. So this was the steps number one where we are launching the application, and this is the step number two where we are actually searching something in our application. So let's say search is a flow in our application. So we are doing launch and search. Okay. So these both the steps or the both the requests are recorded into the JMeter. So once this recording is completed, what we have to do, we have to perform some enhancement, which is correlation, parameterization and some other things. So in the upcoming videos I will explain you those things as well. So for now, let's say we have our script creation is ready, and now if I want to do a load test on the Amazon application which with 1000 user. Okay, so now if I give 1000 user to the JMeter, what JMeter will do is JMeter will create 1000 parallel threads, and using those 1000 parallel threads, Jmeter will send a hit to the server. Okay, so there will be a 1000 hits to the server using the parallel threads. Okay, so server will process all those 1000 parallel hits and it will send the response back to the client. Again, once the step 1 is completed, those 1000 parallel threads will send the steps 2, which is searching a phone. So that step will again, those 1000 threads will send to the server will again process those and it will send the response to the JMeter. Okay, so now while executing the test, there is no use of this client machine. The hits will directly go from the JMeter itself, because while recording, JMeter has already recorded all the steps, so there is no need to have a client machine. Although we would need load generator machine, but that won't be the actual client machine. So as soon as the requests go from Jmeter to servers and the response come back to the Jmeter, so this whole round trip time will be calculated as the response time for this request number one. So again, when we send the request number two, the entire round trip time from Jmeter to server and back to the Jmeter, that will be considered as a response time for request number two. So in this way, the actual load test will be performed. So that's it for this video. Hope you like this video. If you like, please like and subscribe this channel. Thank you.